This is the first time I think Metallica tour helped tremendously. I think.
What did you do on the Metallica tour?
I
bring that up, Jen.
I emceed. There's a big difference saying I emceed. I was their opening MC. I don't like saying I'm the opener because I wasn't. I opened.
You were like the host.
Yes. So
in
other words,
for Metallica.
So when you got in there,
comedic host.
When you showed up in the Metallica show, I had old pictures of Metallica on stage. Okay. So as you're walking in, you're seeing old Metallica pictures. Then I had a DJ go up from 7:30.
You didn't bring it up on YouTube
video?
Yeah.
Or 7 to 7:30. I had a DJ go up and he took all requests, which I programmed a lot. He first came to the house like, listen, play I went, no. This is Metallica fans. We all got kids and stuff. Play old Van Halen, AC/DC, Scorpions, Judas Priest. That's what you play. Then I would go up 7:30 to about 8:10, do crowd work, story.
In that group.
Go in the audience.
It's got to be so difficult.
In the theater and around.
It's kind of old school. Like a lot of old school comics used to open up for big musicians. So it's nothing, it's
back in the day, but that's
and it was it was in the round, which was pretty intense. So you got to constantly there's people around you.
Go to the 1-8-19. Yeah, go to that one.
I'm afraid. What are you showing?
I know. Should we show?
Sing along.
Oh, this was a must. So, okay, wait, before we even hit this. Okay. So I would create bits, and some of them were game shows. I bring Metallica fans on. Now, here's the thing. See the audience?
Yeah.
Lars Ulrich told me, he goes, listen, the reason why we hired you is because he's a Lars fan, clearly.
I know.
He goes, you sound identical to him.
The reason why we hired you, he goes, you know how to read an audience. You've been around a long time. We've seen you. Because you know Metallica's fans, you know the band. Because you're professional. Create a show. He goes, but the most important thing is you don't have to be funny. He goes, get a DJ, get to whatever you need, tell me. And I said, well, I can tell you this, I'm going to need screens.
Oh,
I need screens. And I said, what about a live camera? And he goes like this, dude, like talking to a king. He goes, hold on a second. And he lifts up his phone. Beep, beep, beep. He goes, and he gives me the hold on. Hey, I've got Jim Breuer here. How do we get screens and a live camera? Can we do that? Is that in the budget? Okay. Yeah, it's done. Oh my God. This is
I'd love to be that fucking powerful.
And then he goes, don't be disappointed. He goes, we always hire bands to open for us. Nobody comes to see the bands. Because this is why we're trying this.
Yeah.
And he goes, it's a bummer for the bands. It's a bummer for us. He goes, don't be upset if there's like 1,000 people out there because most likely that's going to be. Dude, it was
packed.
I would go out and like, oh my God. There's 10, 15,000 people already in here.
Oh my God.
It was insane.
I
mean, look at that.
I'm nervous.
Metallica, Jim Breuer.
I've been doing this a long
So
time.
now-
I don't think I could do that. I wouldn't know what to do.
Well, then I would put together things like this, where it was a sing-along. So it was stories, stand-up, sing-along, game shows. It was an event.
I think you're the only guy who could pull that off.
Fuck.
I loved it. I'm not going to lie to you. Greatest gig I ever had in my life.
How long did you do it for?
6 months.
Oh my God. So you were with them.
From September to March.
So you weren't home.
last year.
You weren't home. You were basically.
They tour like professionals. They do 17, 18 days straight every other day.
Okay.
So let's say we did a concert in Madison, Wisconsin. That night we get on the tour bus.
Yeah.
They go on their Learjet and back to wherever they're based out of Chicago. We then drive through the night to the next town.
Yeah.
You get your key and you go to your room and you're off all day.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to do a show until the following evening.
Right.
It was the greatest gig I ever had in my life. I would do this the rest of my life.
One of the biggest bands of all time.
Let me see this, please.
Yeah, and plus I love them. Like
They're
this is
so
my
good.
this is my life.
Have you heard him imitating Metallica? They go to the lead singer and he goes, I sound like that?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah.
It's perfect.
Listen,
Play
this was my favorite. Like putting instead, they would go crazy with this. What is this part?
I don't know. Fast
I
forward.
don't know what this is. Is this the sing
Oh, it's
along?
the end. Yeah, it's a sing along. So you just finished up?
Oh, I just
Yeah.
I ended. I just said it's time for Metallica because that's
How
what
great
this
was
song
fucking
is.
AC/DC?
So about 5 seconds before this, right here. Well, this is the beginning. So I said, if you don't know the words,
There they are.
read them. I have the lyrics up.
Oh my
The
god.
whole arena.
You're the only guy who can do this, Jim, and be successful. Look at the crowd. They're
And the
there
guy
to
who's
see
filming it.
Metallica.
How awesome.
Dude, I get goosebumps feeling about it. I hear everyone go, "Oh Lord!"
It's so.
How much
cool.
would they love doing that? This is a
Wait, right here. Oh Lord! And they would go into, but the biggest one was Pantera, which I didn't see coming. The Pantera
Really?
was nutso. Nuts.
wow. They must have been so happy with you being able to do this shit.
And then-
by the time they get out there, they're like, yeah.
Dude, the best compliment I got was it was 3 days before the last day of the tour, the North American tour. And they go, Lars wants to see you in the food room. Oh, okay.
Is he like the brains of the operation? He makes a lot of decisions, or
He's definitely probably him and James, but Lars is definitely
more active?
I would
with it?
say is a little more active.
Yeah.
And he's very in tune and cares a lot about what the fans think. So he's constantly thinking
That's
about
why they're
that.
successful.
Not before every show, they go in a room and they rehearse for 40 straight minutes playing songs before they walk out in the arena and play over 2 hours.
How cool was that?
Every show.
Hey, man.
Every show.
Discipline,
insane.
discipline.
Complete discipline.
Fucking discipline.
one of
And
the
I
best
asked
bands of all
Hetfield, I
time.
went, why do you guys like, what are you doing? He went, Jim, you don't understand. We all have lives. Because we come here in separate cars. We're not hanging out with you. I got kids. I have a family.
Gotta connect.
I have this thing. He goes, this is the only time before the show is we shut the doors, we come in the room, what are we playing? Let's rehearse this. And this is the only time we become Metallica before we walk out. And I went, nobody does that. What band does that?
This band right here. We're meeting 40 minutes beforehand, Brandon. I'll be here 40 minutes. You can be here or not. I'll be here 40 minutes.
Hey, where's the
Breuer
part
said
where Jim's sounding like Metallica and the guy's like, I sound like that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It was the Icon, MTV Icon.
Yeah,
that was
I
a
just
long
saw
time
it the
ago.
other day. Man.
And you know the coolest thing? MTV didn't want me. They wanted someone else. And Metallica said, no, we want
They
Breuer.
love you. Why? It obviously was a huge success. I'm surprised Metallica just doesn't keep doing it with you. Because they're on tour or no?
Well, this is what I was getting to. So Lars, I go meet with Lars. And he's eating, and he goes, do you think this would work in, say, a stadium atmosphere? And I went, nah, and they're going to Europe. And I went,
Different animal.
now my ego immediately went, just say yes and you'll figure it out in a week. I went, he goes, say, it's daytime and it's in Belgium. And I went,
You've been in the business too long.
I said, to be honest with you, if you made me figure it out, I could, but
Tough.
it has to be a completely different show. This is different. It's an arena. It's indoors. I know everyone in that crowd.
Yeah.
And if I don't, I sort of know
They're
them.
American, right?
They're American. They know me. If they don't know me, they kind of like, is that the guy from who did? I think I know. All right, who is this guy? I would get off the stage and go up in sections to approach people and be like, whoa, dude, he's in the audience.
Yeah.
And so,
Stadium's different animal.
different beast.
Different beast.
You can't control 80 to 100,000
Just getting their
people
attention on you to do that.
that
stuff.
are coming to see Metallica.
Fiona Apple, I was hanging out with her and she opened for Coldplay when they were really huge.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting because she said she'd go out there and she was, Fiona Apple. I mean, she was a great singer.
Phenomenal.
But she's, first of all, it's the same thing. A lot of people wouldn't be there, but even the people that were scattered, and it was a huge stadium. It would be rolling. It wouldn't catch up. You couldn't control. It's impossible because there'd be pockets of openings.
Yeah.
And so they would be talking the whole time. So
Yeah.
she'd be singing, and basically it'd be like singing to a giant,
Like an open mic.
yes.
Like an open mic, but in a giant arena.
right,
And a
nobody
loud
cares.
bar.
Even Rogan said he did I think Tacoma 25,000. He's like just a different animal, man. By the time the word traveled, your tags and stuff, the whole rhythm's different.
It's not made for that. Yeah.
Play this for me, Jim.
Yeah.
I just watched this the other night.
Oh my God, look
Sorry,
like a
Jim,
baby.
you're the only guy on the planet who can do this. Have you seen this, B? So that's Metallica sitting in the front row.
I like how you try to explain it
I'm
right.
so excited for it.
Oh my God, I look like a baby. This was like 2003,
He says.
or
Okay, look
4.
at Jim.
It says 2003.
Does Metallica know how good you are at their? Is it like, are you friends already here or no?
We're friends already. We're friends. Because like I said, they wanted a different guy. And James.
What a legend.
Oh my God.
He does do that too at concerts.
Comfortable. I'm sweating.
So good.
Dude, it's so fucking.
So good.
Just want to tell you all that we're gonna kick your testicles so hard tonight.
Is he from Sweden or is
He's Denmark. He's Danish. He still talks like that. He does this all the time. The setup is such a long setup.
so good, Jim?
God, look how young I look.
This is Metallica performing If You're Happy and You Know It.
Oh my God. Hold on.
What a jackass.
Dude, this is fucking incredible.
I'm telling you,
Hold on,
he's
look
the
at
only
him.
guy.
You sound exactly. I don't know how the fuck you do this.
I should have jumped.
That's my favorite part. He's all, do I? He's all,
Where's he from?
America, California.
He was on Rogan.
Fuck,
He
that's
talked about bees
God,
for
that's
way
good,
too
Jim.
long.
What's that?
Dude.
He talked about bees for
Bees.
70 minutes. I was like, fuck, dude. He's one of my
He
favorites.
got caught. He got caught down the bay. Sometimes you get caught in the
Rogan
rabbit hole.
goes, oh, you're into bees? He goes, am I? And then I was so excited to hit play on him and Rogan. And then we talked about bees for 70 minutes. I'm like, oh.
Have you ever done that though? Have you ever found yourself in like a rabbit hole? You're in the middle of the ocean and you're talking about something and you don't even want to talk about it, but you're
in.
You're in. You're
every
like,
day, bro.
I gotta find my way out of
day.
this.
Every day. The minute I pick up
Every
my
day.
phone, bing, oh my God.
Dude,
we gotta
last night at the
check.
comedy store, I get off stage, someone's talking about fighting, and halfway through I go, oh, I don't want to do this. I just go, I gotta go. Literally, he's in mid-conversation. I go, I gotta go. I
Yeah.
just dipped out.
Yeah.
He was talking about fighting on
Yeah.
stage?
No. I got off stage.
Oh.
And then someone's asking about a certain fight. And he's probably 10 minutes in the store. I went, oh, you're wasting my time. I'm out of here, man.
I can never do that. I have to sit there and listen.
Not me.
I sit there and listen. And I'm
You
like,
do.
oh.
You're way nicer than me.
I take deep breaths. I'm like, ooh, but I'm never impolite. So I'm going to sit here with this person and watch. I'm going to feign interest. And I go like this. I go, ha, no way. Man. Ha. I know.
You go, that's crazy.
I can't. I've wasted more
no,
time in my
me-
life. I have friends.
me
I've
too.
kept friends around forever.
You know what we do? We both do it when we don't know what someone's talking about. I go, interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Both do that.
Yeah.
Interesting's a great word
Or
for
this.
it.
That's
I don't
so
get it.
Really?
That's so
Interesting.
funny.
Wow, that's interesting.
Wow, man, that's really
So
cool.
That's
funny.
a good take.
Right now.
Yeah.
Watch your tone.
Okay. What's going to happen? What are you going to do? Use some of that boxing you've been doing?
Don't you fucking disrespect.